Hello everyone, Carson here, and in this video, I'm gonna be solving Wordle number 1403 and New York Times Hard Sudoku for April 22nd, 2025. So let's get this video started with Wordle number 1403. I'm gonna start with the word print. Alright, got the R green and T yellow. So I've placed the R as the second letter, and I know that T goes somewhere else in this word, so I could easily be a double consonant TR, um, something like trace. Let's try that. Okay, apparently not. Um, A is a vowel appearing in this word. It could be, um, hmm. So, does the T go here or after the R? Artsy? Okay, that is the Wordle answer. Okay, so yeah. I mean, after I guess, after my second guess, I know that the T could only go third or fourth. So I tried to place T after the R, and then if that's the case, then a vowel had to go first. In that case, I put the A there, and the word artsy just came to my mind. Alright, so this is Wordle number 1403. I guess the Wordle answer artsy in 3 tries. I'm very glad. Definitely take that. Let's now move on to New York Times Sudoku. Again, today is April 22nd, 2025. Let's start the hard difficulty Sudoku for today. Okay, these 3s point left, these 3s point up, and this cell sees another 3. So in block 2, the digit 3 is forced into this cell, these 3s point right, and this cell sees another 3. These 4s point down, and these 4s point left. To force the digit 4 into this cell in block 4, this 4 points left, and this 4 points up. So now in block 2, the digit 4 is forced into column 6. So 4's here, and this 4 points down. So the digit 4 in block 8 is forced into this cell. This 5 points up, so in block 4, the digit 5 is forced into column 1. So these 5s point up. Oh, 5 and 6 in block 8. So as you can see in block 8, the digits 5 and 6 are missing. But we have this 5 and this 6 pointing into block 8, forcing both 5 and 6 into these two cells only. So in order to fit both 5 and 6 into block 8, I have to make these two, I have to make these two cells reserved for 5 and 6. Because both 5 and 6 can only go into these two cells. So these two cells form a 5-6 pair, and all other digits are eliminated from this 5-6 pair, which makes the other two open cells in block 8 a 7-8 pair. Okay, these 9s points left, and this cell sees another 9. So in block 7, the digit 9 is forced into this cell. This 2 points down and this 2 points left. And after I place this 9, the digit 2 in block 7 is now forced into row 8, where these 2's point right. And similar thing goes with the 3's. The digit 3 in block 7 is now forced into row 9. So 3's here, and this 3 points right. So these two cells form a 2-3 pair. Um, as you can see in block 9, the digits 2 and 3 are missing. These 2s and 3s, whether they're given or hidden, these 2s and 3s force both 2 and 3 into these two cells only. So in order to fit both 2 and 3 into block 9, I have to make these two cells reserved for 2 and 3. So they form a 2-3 pair, and all other digits are eliminated from these two cells. So now 4 can no longer go into this cell, which means that 4 in block 9 must go into this cell. Another way to spot this 2-3 pair is just by looking at row 7. There's a 7-8 pair, which means that these three cells contain 2, 3, and 4 because they are the other missing digits of row 7, but this cell sees 2 and 3. So this cell is a 4, making these two cells a 2-3 pair, which makes these two cells in block 9 a 1-5 pair, but this cell sees 1. So 5 and 1 this way. 1 in block 6 is forced into one of these two cells. This cell sees 5, so 6 and 5 this way. In column 8, 2, 7, and 9 are the missing digits. This cell sees a 7. Okay, let's just fill out rows 8 and 9. So in row 8, 2, 7, and 8 are the missing digits. And in row 9, 1, 3, and 6 are the missing digits, where 6 is forced into this cell, leaving behind a 1-3 pair. Now in column 3, 5, 7, and 8 are the missing digits. This cell sees 7 and this cell sees 8. These 4s point up, and this cell sees another 4. Hmm. Oh, okay, so in block 1, the digits 1, 2, and 4 are missing. These 1s, 2s, and 4s force these 3 digits into these 3 cells only, right? Because we've got these 1s, 2s, and 4s pointing into block 1, so... But now, these 3 digits still have to go somewhere in block 1, and they can only go into these 3 cells. So in block 1, in order to fit all 1, 2, and 4, I have to make these 3 cells reserved for 1, 2, and 4. So these 3 cells form a 1, 2, 4 triple, and all other digits are eliminated from these 3 cells. Right? These 1s, 2s, and 4s force these 3 cells to form a 1, 2, 4 triple. So the other 4 open cells in block 1 contain 3, 5, 7, and 8. Oh, sorry, not 3. It should be 5, 7, 8, and 9. Sorry, my bad. Which gets the 9 placed into this cell, right? 9 cannot go into the 1, 2, 4 triple. So After eliminating 9 from these two cells, 9 can only go into this cell in block 1, making these 3 cells 5, 7, or 8 only. Okay, now this 9 points right, and this 9 points up. So in block 2, the digit 9 is forced into one of these two cells in column 6. So these two cells form a 4-9 pair, for the same concept as other pairs of triples we've seen in this Sudoku puzzle. In order to fit both 4 and 9 into block 2, I have to make these two cells reserved for 4 and 9. Both 4 and 9 are still missing, so they have to go into these two cells. These two cells form a 4-9 pair and eliminates all other digits from these two cells. So now 1 cannot go into the 4-9 pair. So the digit 1 in block 2 is forced into column 5. So 1 in block 5 is forced into one of these two cells. Okay, similarly with the 6, and it actually gets placed, because 6 cannot go into the 4-9 pair. With this 6 pointing up, the digit 6 in block 2 is forced into this cell. 6 in block 5 is forced into one of these two cells. So these two cells form a 1-6 pair. We have so many pairs and triples in this Sudoku puzzle. I can also mark this down. 4-9 pair makes these 3 cells a 1-5-8 triple. This cell sees 8. Actually, in row 3, the missing digits are just 5, 7, and 8. This cell sees 8. And this cell now cannot contain 8, because it sees 8 from this triple. In other words, this 1-5-8 triple means that the other two open cells in column 5 contain 2 and 7, but cannot be a 2. So 7 and 8 placed this way, which makes this a 2. In column 4, the missing digits are 5, 8, and 9. This cell sees 8, and this cell sees 9. 1-6 pair makes this cell a 7. Okay, now this 7 points right and this 7 points up. So in block 6, the digit 7 is forced into column 9. And these two cells also form a pair of 1 and 7. To fit both 1 and 7 into block 6, I have to make these two cells reserved for 1 and 7. So these two cells form a 1-7 pair, and all other digits are eliminated from these two cells. And all other open cells which see the entire 1-7 pair cannot contain 1 or 7. So this cell cannot be a 7, nor this cell. This cell also cannot contain 7. It sees both of the cells involved in the 1-7 pair. So after eliminating 7 from this cell, I can get 7 placed in row 3, and also make this 5 and 8 to complete this row. Okay, so yeah, 7 is eliminated from this cell. Oh, well, because of this 7 anyway. Didn't even need to use this 1-7 pair. But now in column 8, the digit 7 can only go into this cell, which makes this cell 5 and 8. 5 is forced into this cell for the column. This cell is 2, 4, or 9 for the row 1, but this cell sees 2. Oh, so another 2-9 pair. In other words, these two cells form a 3-6 pair. As you can see, 3-6, 3-6. Makes these two cells 3 or 6 only. This 1-7 pair makes the other 3 open cells in column 9 a 2-3-6 triple, where this cell sees a 3, as well as a 6. So you could have also looked at row 6 and said that 2, 5, and 9 are the missing digits, was these 5 and 9. So either way, no matter which method you use, either just by looking at column 9 or row 6, same result of getting a 2 into this cell, 9 and 2 this way, 3 and 2 this way, which makes this a 6, 3, 9, 9, 4, 2, 1, 4. Okay, this is, this Sudoku puzzle is definitely coming to an end. I can place this 5 for the row, 8 and 9, over here, apart from 3 and 5, 7 and 8 are also the missing digits, where they can be placed like this. This is a 7 to complete the column. What now? This cell sees a 1. So 3 and 1 this way, and this should complete the Sudoku puzzle. So 7 is forced into this cell in block 4, 1, 7, 6, 1, 6, 5, 5, 8, and this Sudoku puzzle is complete. Alright, I finished today's New York Times hard Sudoku in a bit over 13 minutes, so I would say this Sudoku puzzle is mostly straightforward. Yeah, mostly straightforward. All you needed to spot were pairs or triples. So I'll go over the key spots as a quick summary. So, towards the beginning, this 5-6 pair in block 8 helped quite a bit, because the 5-6 pair gave us the 7 and 8, and after that you could look at row 7 and placed the 4 and get the 2-3 pair over here, which also placed the 4, 1, and 5. Later on, the 1, 2, 4 triple in block 1 was quite a key deduction. 1, 2, 4 forced these 3 cells to form a 1, 2, 4 triple, which eliminated 9 from these cells and placed the 9 here, and helped a bit on row 3, and all sorts. Also the 4-9 pair in block 2 also helped. This 4-9 pair placed the 6 as well as the 1-5-8 triple, which helped out placing the digits in the middle. And yeah, I feel like it was just these, like, basically all you needed to spot in this puzzle were pairs and triples. That's it. It's really not quite a difficult technique, so yeah, it was mostly straightforward. Did not recall any tricky spots, so yeah. I'm just gonna end it here. If you have any other questions or difficulties, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. I'll be glad to reply you, and hopefully this video helped. Today is April 22nd, 2025. In this video, I've solved Wordle number 1403 and New York Times hard Sudoku for today. See you all next time. Bye!